Good morning. Bright and early and kind of dark. 4:54 a.m. August 3rd, 2024. I guess I should turn some lights on or something. I'm I know I get all ready and I sit and I'm I guess I don't have enough light on. But it is rather a casual affair. Yeah. So that's right, people. This is how I roll out of bed. It's that's just people care about stuff I don't, and you can't make me. I know I'm not gonna talk about the Olympics. I never have anything to do with that. Well, it's another reason I stopped talking about certain kinds of ice hockey. Which, by the way, that was really ignorant of some ice hockey people, like 10, 12 something years back, right? Okay, well that's great. Thanks for shoving in my face. You guys all have loving, supportive family, and everything is wonderful and great. Well, mine are all dead. Okay, go away. Thanks. Right. Everybody wants me to sell something for them. I'm getting tired of it. I'm like, fuck. And then everybody wants me to do shit for free. I'm like, excuse me. The reason why some of us don't do some of these things is just because it's the year 2024. Okay. I'm 52 years old. Okay. I've been through shit nobody wants to go through, and there's some others who've been through some shit nobody wants to go through. And maybe that's why we don't talk about it. And you and your absurd curiosities. Well, we've had enough. Planet Earth, like all of us. The Triple M app. Hey, there's a Triple M app now. It does. It gets stupid real quick. Well, you can twist it, but it just gets untwisted. That's basically the thing. Well, yeah, I'm also kind of waiting to figure out who's going to falsely accuse me of something again. Well, I'm not a robot, clearly. I'm a living human being. Surprise! Oh, no, but I'm not too good to be true, though, either. Is what I'm saying. But I'm also not a medium that way. But if you guys are looking at it that way, then I'm going to clear everything. And so are others of us walking around. We don't do it that way. Well, because that's the way they got everybody killed. So we kind of learn quickly around here. And if you can't, then what the hell? Exactly. I don't have competition like that. Some people think you gotta have that, but it's not true at all. In any way whatsoever. Well, I'm telling the truth. Everybody's like, oh, she's just being silly. I'm like, well, I don't know. I heard some preacher person online maybe like 10 years ago or something. No, I was actually on the Sun Life broadcast or something. Talking about what? I can't even remember, but it was kind of ridiculous. Oh, the word silly used to mean holy. Like holy, like cover your 7-hole goalie, or holy like the Virgin Mary. My brothers know what happened to me. And all my columns grew back. Yeah. Some are still connected to our divine source. So what are you people whining about now? And those of us who live in the United States, it's like we're used to all different kinds of people. from all sorts of places with all sorts of different ways. It's pretty commonplace around here. No, the United States is not in civil unrest either. No. Most law enforcement in the U.S. are pretty decent. Decent humans. It's a job. They got to do it. Most. Okay. It's not like that in every country. I know, but it is like that here. No matter what you see. I know you try to talk about on violence, but that's the point. You just spin it. You spin little parts of it because you think we're stupid. And we thank you very much for that because you made it much easier now. The Triple M app. Hey, I have a blog called Triple M. Hey, look on your cell phones. Look on your phones. What number is that? 666. Oh, shit. That's crazy. It could be 777, though. Or 555. Insanity, I tell you. Most people have their heads on straight. Okay? But that's the point. I'm not one of those either. I didn't know they were doing that. Exactly. I'm like, what are they doing? Are they trying to worship me? Is that what they're trying to do? Why? Some of them are just still trying to prove that I'm not a human. Like, what the hell? Okay, there are better ways to spend time on Earth. Well, this is why some of them still need guardians because they don't know what the fuck they're doing, man. And everybody swears they do. And I'm like, no, that's not right. What? Oh, geez, I'm sorry. Did I have a meltdown in the ivory tower? Oh, balls. Well, like I said, some of us poor sap souls, we just do what we can do. Many of us still attached to our divine source. That hasn't changed. And I didn't give anybody permission to change my world, though, did I? No, I didn't. Well, yeah, I'd like to share my life with somebody. That'd be nice, but a lot of them like to do stupid crap that just gets people killed. I know sometimes friends don't let friends do stupid things alone. This is true too. It's like, what are we doing? Are you sure? Like, well, then we're gonna have to. Okay, everybody. Well, let's just make sure all the kids have proper holy armor before we begin. Then, well, that's the point. Elevated conversation. See, there's some males. They just refuse. They just refuse to hear anything females say. Why is that still happening on planet Earth? That's the other thing. In the United States of America, I'm sitting in the United States of America. You can't give me shit. Like, I could be complete atheist. Okay? Well, I know how to do that. You understand? But the one true holy good source doesn't bother him. So why is it bothering some of you assholes on Earth? Especially in my own country. I'm just talking to my own country though right now. United States of America. Yeah, I'm free-born, natural born US citizen. What's the problem with that? Somebody got a problem? Yeah, I'm sure somebody's got a problem with that. I was born in America. Oh no. natural born female. What do you want me to do? Well, that's not changing either. Exactly. Like what? I self-actualized so long ago I can't even freaking remember. Right? But I've been like this the whole time. I didn't need to take someone else's power. That's how those you all do it. That's not how everybody does it. And some of you forcing some technology on us, and I'm like, oh no, fuck you. Oh, that's why. I'm like, hello, lawyers. I don't care where you came from. I don't even care if you're shiesty at this point. The shiestier, the better. Class action suits. Do we have to have one? Do I have to? YouTube? Are you going to make me do it? Some of the shit you allow on YouTube, and I get given shit for like one tiny little thing that I still can't fucking find. Enough. 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 Okay? Pull them out of their fake ass fantasies. All right? Wake those dumb suckers up because they're the ones who should be up and working. Right? You don't like it? Well, then why'd you do it to me? Because it doesn't work that way. We don't do eye for an eye. Why? Because you end up with both eyes poked out. I don't need anything in return. Be your shitty selves. Just do it far away from me. And the rest of us, you don't do that kind of stuff either. There's so many of us on planet Earth who just don't do certain things. And then, yes, with YouTube, and I'm not giving YouTube shit, but I'm just saying some of the stuff that's on YouTube is like, who are these people? Where do they live? And why are they allowed to bother us with their absolute nonsense? But I get this. See, this is something my brothers know. Well, they're all eternal too. Right. That's what I'm saying. Anyway, yep, this is true. So, some of us, right? But I didn't get into trouble. Like, yeah, like, oh, did you get into trouble? I'm like, in trouble with who? Where? What? How? Could you clarify? I know words come out, but there's no clarity. There's just this blah, blah, blah. And like, what just happened to you? A glitch in the matrix. I'm not in the matrix. You can't live in the matrix. Like, no, thank you. I don't need anybody to upload my soul into like a robot. I'm all good. I don't care. Some of us aren't afraid to die because we know better. It might be scary to think how. Please don't let it go. I can't mock my own self. You understand what I'm trying to say? We're not saying we're gods, as in we are above the earth and rolling the joint. No, we belong to God. We're gods. Capital God apostrophe S. Oh, do we bother you? Not as much as you fuckers bother everybody else. Well, yeah, some of us, if it absolutely has to happen, I don't usually. It's not something I would normally do in any instance, but yeah, when certain things start happening on Earth and certain right, I mean, spiritual people sense it. Okay, but yeah, the dead know nothing is what I'm trying to say. Well, see, that's the point. People want to be that way because they don't want to feel. They don't want to actually live life. They just want to pretend to live life. While the rest of us are actually living life. Right? And they're all saying, oh, they're jealous of life. And I'm like, no, they're not. You fuckers trapped them and they're trying to get home. I'm a human being, everybody. You better treat me like that. Okay? None of us walking around here infallible or, know everything. No, we don't. Hey, no, we don't. No, we don't. Okay, if you guys don't understand what a high IQ is, who gives a fuck, man? Why are you worried about it? Why? What does it really matter? That's the other thing is, sure. I mean, I got into Princeton, can't afford it, but that's okay. I mean, I still went to college, you still do things. People know I'm intelligent. It's not like you guys are putting too much stock in shit that doesn't really fucking matter. That's what I'm trying to say. Is like, what are you guys talking about? Listen, VOTEC schools in the United States should be supported in a very big way. Because those people can also go to college too. Some parents don't think about that. It's true. You have to face up to it. So now there's this whole pile sitting in the river of denial that need to be lifted out. But that's not my job. That's my brother's job. And haven't you guys ever heard that brother from another mother and all that kind of crap? Here's the thing, right? I mean, violence against women. This is what I'm saying. I don't agree with that. I'm going to say it straight out. I don't give a shit. No, that's not forward thinking. That's just fucking obnoxious. I don't have anything to do with the Olympics anymore. And pretty soon I'm not gonna have anything to do with ice hockey either if these fuckers don't get their shit together. No, we don't do that. I don't give a fuck who you are. Yeah. Okay, listen. When I was younger, okay, I grew up around brothers. Like I didn't have a choice. Okay, I popped out of the womb and like my world changed a lot. Like what this one tried to keep me in that one, then I get shipped off to here and I'm with these people, and then I get shipped off to here and I'm with these people. And then, things stayed pretty stable for a while. But some of us are taking so much abuse, we just don't fucking tolerate any of it anymore. And we shouldn't have to. But when it comes to the male female sports thing, okay, I'm one person. And in some cases, maybe anomalous. But, the only reason I had to play with males at a certain point was because I was serious about it. And it wasn't just like a rec sport for me. So it really wasn't fair for me to be playing rec soccer with some of them. Okay? It wasn't. And that became very clear. Yes, I remember the game. Two of us got hurt pretty badly on the same team. One, the ball, we had a couple serious players who knew that they were gonna keep, like, we knew we liked it and we were gonna keep trying to play. And so it started becoming like not so much recreational. And so there is that point where sometimes you do have to maneuver because some are just doing it for fun, activity, social. I mean, it's not like it doesn't make sense to some of us. You know what I'm saying? It does make sense to some of us. Like, okay, right. Well, one gets, smashed in the face with a ball and her braces came out of her cheek. Her braces tore right through her cheek. So they had to pull her braces out. And then she kept playing. She had like holes in her face. But we get it. Like at a certain point, it does kind of start becoming a little more clear. Like who's like really into it and really wants to keep playing it. and who was just participating in trying it out, having fun, being with friends, that kind of thing. Okay, that does. It kind of just starts becoming more clear as kids get older. And right, and then that game, uh, I was center fullback, and I, I saw somebody coming, so I just started running and trying to get in her way, and so got close enough, and it's kind of like I guess she panicked and she kicked, but she missed the ball. She nailed me right. She kicked me right in the shins. Like instant goose egg. Yeah, hot. They were colored later, right? She falls down and she's screaming and crying because she broke her toe on my shin. And I'm the one who got the red card for that. Well, clearly, I couldn't play in that league anymore because my shins were too hard for them. So one of my coaches understood and found a male team I could play him. And they didn't mind because I won my goalie spot. I had to compete against other males, and I won my goalie spot. That's just me. I'm one person. And I'd already had the shit beat out of me lots of times before, and nobody gave a shit about it until I got older. And I'm like, where were you when I fucking needed you? Nowhere. Okay, I'm one person. I wouldn't. I wouldn't want to play pro sports with dudes. And the only one I would even consider would be ice hockey. And that is a protected position, and you're wearing all kinds of gear. So it is a little different. But even that, I'm not so sure of. Even that, I'm not so sure of. And I'm a pretty bold person when it comes to that kind of stuff. And even that, I'm not so sure of. So, are you mad at the women? You a woman hater? Well, I can understand why people kind of get the hate on for people. Sometimes it's just like, yeah, how much of this are you expecting us to take? Like, that my life is not going to be like this. Okay, get out. I'm one of those people who had to lose everything so I could get rid of an asshole. Start all over. I don't like criminals. I shouldn't have to. What's my problem? I don't like it when fucking criminals try and get me involved in stupid shit. I don't need it in my life. I don't want it in my life. And how come we don't have the freedoms to do that in the United States of America? Well, we should. It is, and it's just like, try and figure out if you're a cop or not. I'm like, no, I'm not a fucking cop. What the fuck are you a cop? Why are you asking me? Who gives a shit? Do you need one? Do you need me to call 911? No. But then they tell me all this. I'm like, why are you telling me this? You know that's totally against the law here, right? Yeah, but it's not really my thing. No. What? Uh, no. No, no. No means no, man. That's another thing. I'm like, there's some females every so often. I'm just like, you realize I'm 52 years old, right? Are you trying to get me to change teams or something? I mean, you don't stand a fucking chance, man. Go away, ladies. Go away. That's the other thing. I'm not gonna get into the issues because I'm a heterosexual, but right, I've been around a lot of different people, and had a lesbian friend in college. And, she took women's studies, and she said, well, basically being lesbian is more about like who you want to spend time with. I like spending time with dudes a whole lot better than a lot of females I've met. But that's okay, isn't it? Yes, it is. I can't sit around and gossip. I don't know how to fucking do shit that you assholes know how to do, but I don't need to be taught it either, do I? No. When I'm done with school for a while again, I went through another concentrated study period, right? So I'm postdoctorate in every freaking way. Like way, way postdoctorate. Yeah. Yeah, some of us, and we don't even know. Some of the wisest, most intelligent people on planet Earth be the first to tell you we don't really know, do we? It's only the tip of the iceberg. There's so much crap. And then people are already tired of Earth, and I'm like, what? Have you seen every single inch of it? No? Okay. But there are some interesting theories that need to be removed because, academically speaking, they're not even correct. I can assure everyone there's not a single chance that somebody used cement on the Sphinx. Okay, I don't know what kind of patched up crap hole world you come from. But Americans, most Americans aren't greedy. Bullshit. Fine, you guys all have your high up fights. Just don't fucking fall down on us, okay? Leave us alone. Get it? I know. I'm like postdoctorate and all kinds of stuff and done all kinds of stuff. I'm not trying to tell anybody I'm some kind of like super something or other. No, I know. I'd be like, what? I don't even know how to do that. I don't care. Okay. And I make music because it's just in me. Now, if some of you don't fucking like that, I don't really care. But there's no fucking formula. You get what I'm trying to say? No, there isn't. Okay. And I don't package it to sell it either. But some people think that that's. I'm like, I'm 52 years old, okay? I've been around a little bit now. I mean, okay, when I was 30 and you guys didn't want to fucking listen, that's fine. But that's not anymore like that. Shut your faces. Okay? And if America's scary to you, then leave it. Most of the time, we manage. Okay? Just happens. But I don't hate anybody. Well, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, no, why are we supposed to hate Russia? It's not even any of our fucking business, man. I don't think war should be forced on anybody for any reason. I'm not one of those kind. I never have been, and you can't change me into that either. But that's the thing. So I met a variety of different lesbians too. But that's the point. Is like, well, what do you want me to do, lesbians? And there's just one over here. Like, I've been hurt by many men, and still hasn't turned me into a lesbian. But I did meet somebody and said, like, somewhere in their 50s, just decided to become a lesbian. Like, I can't do that. It's just not who I am. Well, it's because you haven't been hurt by enough men. I'm like, it's a good thing she didn't have to live my life. Because she probably would have committed suicide by now. I don't know what to fucking say to people. Right. So apparently there's like natural born lesbians and then after the fact lesbians. You see what I'm saying? So I'm not giving anybody a hard time. It's just you have to understand, what is anybody supposed to think? Huh? I doubt. That's an actual lesbian right there, wouldn't you say? Or maybe she was just in denial the entire time. I don't know, but don't include me in like, no, you're not every woman. I know. So it's so ridiculous that we have to laugh because we don't have any other choice. Yes, this one. These are Mavericks. Okay, so I decided since I had to go out, I looked at some of the prices of things, and they're pretty pricey. One thing I need people to stop complaining about though is these are luxury taxed pretty highly. So we actually pay more taxes than a lot of you, all told. So don't be bitching that your tax money has to pay for smokers crap because essentially we end up paying more taxes than you. Okay? Like so many people want to open their mouths, but none of you even think about or try to put together or try to look at certain things or their critical thinking is an absolute necessary. You understand? That should be taught in primary school and then reinforced. Time management. Okay? It doesn't do you any good. You can do shitloads of something in school, but you can't fucking figure out how to apply it outside the walls of that institution. And don't be getting pissed off at me because I know how to do things that dudes can't do. I mean, it's the stupidest thing I've ever heard in my life. This is what I gotta fucking deal with. I fixed somebody's broken nut on their guitar. And then I hear back that that dude was pissed off because I knew how to fix something he couldn't. How is that my fucking problem? I get hated on for the stupidest shit ever. And I'm tired of it. I don't accept your hate. Eat it. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner. That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. And then, oh, well, women are like this, women are like that. And I'm like, well, that's weird because I'm sitting in a room full of dudes who can't get and keep a woman. All right, later. Never take advice from dudes who can't get and keep women. It's just stupid. Yeah, now and then people who think I don't have any experience with children. Well, first of all, I did mention it to a person who used to be my really good friend, but she just tunes that shit out. Then she's surprised later on. I'm like, well, I fucking told you a long time ago, and you didn't fucking listen. So we talked about it with other people who were willing to listen. And yeah, a lot of us don't really fit in an abnormal psychology way. A lot of us do. Human beings are human beings. Nothing wrong with that. But you're not animals, you're human beings. Human be now. I don't live in that kingdom. That kingdom doesn't bother me, but I don't live in it. I know a lot about it because I keep my eyes open and my ears open and I listen. Instead of I can't be anywhere near those fuckers. Does it mean I gotta leave the planet? I don't care. Whatever. Whatever has to happen. Because some of us, our entire goal is a better world for everyone. But some of you, your goal is a better world for me. You lose so badly that it's not even worth checking. No point in keeping score. Which is the other thing. I don't have competition. I don't need it. There's no reason for any of us to compete that way. But a lot of you are losing your spiritual gifts because you can't use them wisely. And you may not harm any of God's children anymore because, right, He will end you. And I can't stop that from happening. I agree with every one of his prayers too. So. One word. Yeah, God is word, his word. Just one word. That's all you need. That's all any of us need. Okay, I have a certain sense of humor, but my sense of humor, I can adjust to others, but I don't. When using text, I don't use dry humor. I just stopped. I stopped. Now I just use basic plain text, and if you don't fucking get it, then it's not my goddamn fault. Right? It is. Trying to figure out who you can make money from now or on or something. I've never asked for anything in return either. It'd be nice every so often. I mean, that would be the right thing to do. But still. Okay, and I'm allowed to send out warning messages if I know they came from a good true source. Some of you are chasing stupid stuff. And just because I don't join in doesn't make me like, all right, well then I don't fit in. I don't give a crap. Good. Good. But yeah, it is too bad I'm not a lesbian trucker. Oh yeah, they're just letting them. They don't want to enforce laws here in Cecil County for some reason. Well, I'm having that checked out as to why. And where are all these people on next door all bitching and complaining? And I asked numerous times over, like, okay, well, there's some things we can do about it, but this is a ministry. Okay, but an hour of your time volunteer makes a huge difference. But no, it's much easier to sit in your fucking house and bitch about everything else that's going on, isn't it? Well, shut it. Shut the traps. Shut the pie holes. Okay? And a lot of you don't know what the police are doing, and that's on purpose. You just assume they're not doing anything. Well, you're wrong. That's what I'm saying. Most of us more wise and more intelligent and more grown up and more aware of certain things. No, for sure. Some of you are talking about stuff that didn't even fucking happen, man. I don't live in some fantasy world, man. That's not how this works. I know, right? Okay, that stuff doesn't work on us. See, this is why. Now we're not going to repeat. You want to know why? All right, because we're going to have the fucking forgetfulness removed so that they can't fucking do it again. How's that for you? Oh, you want it all done, but you don't have to do it. Wow. Nobody should use my life as an example. Because I don't want anybody to have to fucking go through what I fucking went through. which was wrong in the first place. He's already made his final ruling on that. I was the one who was wrong. I'm the one getting reparations. You guys are way too fucking late. And this isn't a party. And then you people are all trying to get me to play fucking games. It wasn't time to play fucking games, man. Don't come at me if you don't have a fucking business plan and a mission statement or any other kind of thing. It's my ministry, not anyone else's. And I know they can't do what I can do. Don't be bitching at me about that. That's not my fault. Oh, excuse me. You couldn't figure out how to go to college on your own? Well, I did. Some of us get up, we go to school, we go to work. We do the same thing. We get up, we take care of people. I spent my life taking care of people. You dump so much shit on a 5-year-old. I can't stand fucking looking at most of you. You want some truth? Well, there it is. I was a 33rd by the time I was 5 years